Paper quilling is an art form that involves the use of strips of paper that are rolled, shaped, and glued together to create decorative designs. The paper is rolled, looped, cut, twisted, and otherwise manipulated to create shapes that make up designs, to decorate greeting cards, pictures, boxes, eggs, and to make models, jewelry, mobiles, etc. Today in Jammu and Kashmir, it is used for making many handcrafts and jewels which are decorated by quilling. The types of quilling are tight coil, loose coil, teardrop, marquise, heart loose scroll, S scroll, C scroll, heart scroll, and spiral. Or it takes a needle, a thin paper strip, some patience, and imagination. Wrap a strip around the needle tightly and then let it uncoil gently. Pinch one side into sharp corner and you sharp the teardrop or a petal. Tweak the opposite end and you got an eye or a leaf. Put a few petals and leaf together with glue and there's your first quill flower, says Smita Balotia, the founder of Quill Mill. Like many forms of craft, paper quilling can trace its origins back hundreds of years to at least the 15th century. It is believed to have been created by French and Italian nuns and used to decorate religious objects in an effort to save money. Quilling is a wonderful art and many have inspired by its beauty. There are many handcrafts and stalls in Jammu and Kashmir which have quilling designs in their products. We are really thankful to have this art cherished in India's unique traditional state of Jammu and Kashmir, where this art flourishes.
Paper mesh. What is paper mesh? Paper mesh is a popular crafting technique that uses paper and paste to create a variety of objects. History of it. The paper mesh technique of using paper pulp for making decorative objects was first adopted in Kashmir in the 15th century by the King Zainul Abdin. In Kashmir, paper mesh has been used to manufacture small painted boxes, bowls lined with metals, trays, and cases, etc. It remains highly marketed in India and Pakistan and is part of the luxury ornamental handcraft market. Uses of it. Paper mesh is commonly used for large temporary structures such as carnival floats. A basic structure of wood, metal, and a metal wire mesh is covered in paper mesh. Once dry, details are added. The paper mesh is then sanded and painted. Materials used in it: newspapers, glue, paint, petroleum jelly, bowl, strainer, a big bowl for mixing it, etc. Theoretical uses of it. Paper mesh is an economically building material for both sets and costume elements. It is also employed in puppetry. A famous company that popularized it is Bread and Puppet Theatre, founded by Peter Schwarzman. Challenges faced by this art were: with new technologies and manufacturing techniques, the art of paper mesh is slowly dying. The economic viability of the art has taken a hit due to machine carving and artisans preferring to other various jobs. Thank you. Come on guys, let's go to the next.
The word Pahar means mountain in Hindi. Pahari painting literally means a painting from mountainous regions. The Pahari painting is a term used for Indian painting done mostly in miniature forms originating from Himalayan hill kingdoms of North India, that is Jammu, Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. The arrival of Mughal kings led to the introduction of Persian miniature paintings. There is a large belief that Pahari miniature paintings emerged from this Persian miniature painting and emerged as a distinct school as an influence of Mughal empire. Pahari school developed and flourished during the 17th and 19th centuries, stretching from Jammu to Almora and Garhwal in the sub-Himalayan India through Himachal Pradesh. There were two different types of Pahari painting. The one, Basoli painting, originating from Basoli in Jammu and Kashmir to dedicate an lyrical Kangra paintings which became synonymous to the style before other schools of painting developed. Pahari painting flourished during the Bhakti period. The Pahari painting of arts survived till the end of 19th century. Most of these miniature art forms still look fresh as they did before a couple of centuries ago. The Basoli paintings reached Rs 93.25 lakh because of its gold and silver covering.